Good morning.
Hello.
And today it's Mission Maldon and it's freezing. And Maldon is famous for
Salt.
salt. Salt, and there's got to be some other bits and pieces we can find interesting what to do. But if you look over there, there's some kind of running event. But everyone just legging it around like lunatics on a freezing cold morning. Over there is the water park, which is closed, and a kiddies park. But first things first, she wants to go on this bloody zip line. Over here we have a model boating lake, so I guess you get your boats, your model boats, and go in there.
So behind us is the Statue of Byrhtnoth. In 991 he led his English army against the Vikings, often referred to as the Danes, in the Battle of Maldon. He even says it around here though, look at the bottom.
This is the view he's defending. So this looks like an old tugboat.
It is.
Yeah, oh yeah. Steam Tug Brent Trust.
Oh look, scan the QR code to see our full list of vessels available.
Oh, yeah. What's this place? That's where they do your cruises and stuff.
Is it?
Not fully booked.
Oh yeah, I see him. He's hiding.
Oh. Trinity London.
£29.89.
Right, let's go and have a check out of the church. The Jolly Sailor. St Mary the Virgin. Oh look, that's a bit like the Cutlass Stone in Lee.
Oh yeah. Is it open? Just smelled the same.
Just the wood.
Yeah. St Mary's before the Norman conquest.
Right, so we come up to the High Street. This is the High Street in front of us.
Of Maldon, the High Street of
High
Maldon.
Street. King George's Place. I'm guessing that was a posh spot at one point.
Yeah.
Don't look very posh anymore, but oh, look at that clock. Maybe go there later. Have a pint of the black stuff.
It's got pink books.
Oh yeah. So we've decided to go for a beer in the Wetherspoons. All the Rose and Crown Wetherspoons in Maldon's are shit. Stood at a bar for 15 minutes, bit walking past me, ignoring me, not serving, so I sat down to order at the table, and someone walks to the bar and gets served.
And this bit isn't open.
Yeah. Now let's find his library. Oh, do you reckon that's it?
Yeah. Thomas
10 to 12.
He was a churchman and philanthropist.
I don't know if this is it. It's shut.
Is it?
Oh, this is it, yeah. Look. Hello.
Yeah, I can give you.
Is that him?
That is not. So we have collected some.
Oh.
We've been donated some
We can pretend.
items over the years, and that is one of them. So Thomas Plume was from a wealthy Maldon family. He was Vicar of Greenwich and Archdeacon of Rochester. So where we're standing was originally the site of St Peter's Church. So this tower is from the church. This dates back to like 1200s. So it was in the 1690s that he decided to renovate the site. He built this room to go into. He collected books from a wide range of places in terms of where they were originally printed. But he did purchase them in London, so he went to book auctions in London, which were very new at the time. We go in here, we do have somewhere down here a witch mark, very small.
This what?
This is to protect against witches and evil spirits from entering.
Oh,
We have an even bigger one later on, which
Okay.
I'll show you. And they're
Witch
often by the door, to protect you from evil spirits.
Wow.
So once we go in, we can't have any photography in the library.
So we weren't allowed to film in the main bit, but we're looking about some books. And what's his name? Plume.
Thomas Plume.
Thomas Plume.
Very,
his
very
book
informative.
collection. And yeah, what else was he saying in there about a bit of plumage?
That he left all his library
Books.
and books to all the gentlemen of Maldon. That he didn't want his picture in
The library.
the library.
Yeah.
There's only just a tiny little picture of him in a corner of a script. There was loads. She was really,
Loads.
really
You have to come and see it for yourself.
Yeah, it was
'cause
really good. They
she
know their
takes-
knowledge.
Yeah, they know their knowledge.
Yeah.
She takes you around and tells you all the bits and pieces
And
about
they've,
everything.
yeah, and they've got the biggest book in there as well, which is the Holy Bible, which was ginormous.
Big book.
And then they had the tiniest little book as well, which she let me hold, which was in Hebrew.
Yeah, so they've got lots of stuff in there. It's
Yeah.
well interesting. It's a geezer. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a Maldon Visitor Centre, is there? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Salt place where you can go and check out the Maldon salt stuff.
Could you just step out to it in a moment? Thank you.
See for Chris.
It's a sea.
Maldon's famous fat grocer, supposed to be the biggest and weightiest man in the world, died aged 29 on the 10th of November 1750, weighing 44 stones,
Hang on, what will this be?
279 kilograms. 44 stone, which is 279 kilograms.
you fat bastard.
And on 28th of January 1751, a wager was decided at King's Head for a ham and chickens and some gallons of wine, when the following 9 men fitted into his waistcoat.
Basically, Edward Bright, a fat man, he was just a fat happy bloke who was a greengrocer and made candles and was well known for being a great big fat bastard.
Delicatessen and champagne bar. Can we go in, please?
You want to look at sweets and treats?
No, I like to look at it all.
You have to purchase some
Because
then.
I'm like, what was his name? Edward Bright?
So this, how'd you say that?
Tempered.
Tempered, and this is chocolate made in Maldon.
Yeah. The orange one in particular is Maldon salt and caramel.
Oh, is it salt? Ooh.
A small pepper mix, yeah.
So we just bought some Maldon made chocolate. So now we're going to eat Maldon made chocolate.
Sea salt and caramel.
What are we going to try first?
Banoffee pie. Probably should we do this one first? Just
You
really open that horrendously.
Oh, okay.
I've ruined it.
Oh, show us that bar.
I'm gonna.
That looks really cool, actually. I was expecting chunks,
Like that.
but that design on that bar
Tempro.
is really cool.
So, but how are you supposed to break up a chocolate bar like
I
that?
have no idea. That's it. Right. What's this called? Temper.
Tempro. Sea salt and caramel.
Obviously sea salt, because it's Maldon sea salt, isn't it? The chocolate is nice. The piece is what make it.
Yeah.
The pieces definitely make it. A solid 9 out of 10. Also got that massive bit there. That's £7 for a bar of chocolate.
That is a lot
Yeah.
of money for a bar of chocolate.
That was nice.
So this originally wasn't a meeting or debating place. It's 600 years old. This is the oldest built non-secular brick building in the UK. Because obviously to build out of bricks in those days was extremely expensive. As you can see, if this door could talk,
Yeah.
all of the carvings in this door. This boat here we think is circa 1740, that somebody's done that. And another boat here, and there's a little boat down here.
Oh yeah.
And as we go around, you'll see lots of these marks here. Where are they? M, an upside down M or a W. There we go. That one there.
Oh yeah.
Now that's the mark of Catholicism, of Catholics. And it can actually be a W or an M, and it's called a Marian mark. And a Marian mark warded off evil spirits for Catholics. It's V and M, Virgin Mary. So that's why but they can do it as a W and they can do it as an M as well. But you'll see these everywhere. But this is the exercise yard. Oh, is that it?
Oh, that's a toilet.
No, I think it's more for gentlemen. Now these markings in the wall, can you see here?
Yeah.
George Amy. He couldn't spell his name, it was Gorge.
Oh yeah.
And this is, you can imagine this being on top of the hill, how this would have looked.
Yeah.
This was the second building in Maldon to be electrified. This is called a well fort because it looks like an inkwell in the middle. Here's the dock. This is where Barry Bradbrook would have stood. That's an 18th century policeman's chair over there. And this is the witness stand.
Oh wow.
And we managed to find the original oath, I swear by Almighty God, and that's been laminated. The last time a court case took place in here was actually as recent as 1974. It is said, and we haven't got strong evidence, but it is said that one of the plays took place in here. The King's Players came in here, and one of those King's Players was William Shakespeare.
Oh wow.
And he performed with the players Twelfth Night in this room. That is George I up there, but it's his head. The body is either James II or Charles II. All they did was scrub the face out and paint George. So instead of painting the whole thing again, they used the body and painted the face on top.
This clock was originally gold and black. It had gold on it. And when Queen Victoria died, they painted it black.
Like a very rich
Yeah.
wood.
Oh wow, look at this room.
Let us know.
That's an ambience there, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the council chamber. Now the last council meeting to take place in here was actually 1999. We reckon it's 1576, it's real Tudor. Real Tudor. So we don't know how this got in here, because obviously it would need a crane to get this in. We think it was built in situ. We think it was built in this room.
Oh wow.
And it's called flamed oak. And for obvious reasons, if you look at that, it looks like flames. This beautiful clock is lacquer and black oak. And it was made by Edward Hunsdon. And he had a shop in Chelmsford and a shop in Maldon High Street in the mid-1700s, and we think this was made in Maldon. This bench, obviously, as you can see, it's across the door. There's a reason for that, because if we leave it that way, that's one of my security checks when I have to leave. This door flies open and these chairs are pulled back over the floor.
That's the old scallywag that lives in here.
Why are you telling me this?
Now in here, we think, used to be Robert Darcy's wife's bedroom, and she had it at the back because it was away from the bus of the High Street. Yeah. And we think there might be a connection there. And again, my colleague was opening this door once because it's like a double door going into the monument room, and there's a rush of cold air that went past her and the other people. So,
Look at that.
and here is the chest. That's 1400s, that chest.
Gracious.
Yeah. This is done during the witch trials.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was to ward off evil spirits. It's like a spirograph. You
Yeah.
know?
Where I live in Great Leys, there was a lady buried, a witch.
Yeah.
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 Amazing.
Isn't it?
It's wonderful.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Get to the roof, there are steps, and you're so busy looking in the distance you trip up.
God, his arse.
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh wow.
Right. Oh,
There you go.
Medieval.
Oh.
That's brilliant.
I've never been that close to a tower clock before. Now, these bells were donated by, as I said, old, and they were made by Gillett and Bland in Croydon, and they're still there. They're under a different name. They're Gillett and something else now, but they still make bells. To the left, you'll see like a little sandy peninsula.
Yes, I
Yeah,
see that.
going round.
Right at the very end of that, you'll see a statue.
Yeah, we went
Is that
there.
the promenade?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's
by Byrhtnoth.
Byrhtnoth. That's how it's Byrhtnoth.
Yeah, he actually lost his life against the Vikings.
To defend rather than